Good morning, everybody. Welcome to those of you that are joining the replay. Hang tight with me for a second while we wait for others to join the room. Go ahead and say hi in the comments if you're on the replay. I do come back and check and see who joined us, who's moving in the same energy that the group is being transmitted from the Masters of Light. Good morning. I'm seeing some people join the room, so say hi in the comments as you get here so I know who's with me. There we go. Hi, Amel. Good morning. Arnell. Hi, Joseph. Hang with me a minute and we'll see who else joins us before I jump right in. As we're hanging out, just begin to breathe a little deeper into your body. Just notice where you might be holding any tension and let your body just start to relax. Feel into yourself. Go ahead and start putting your two-word check-in in the comments while we're waiting. Let's just take the pulse and see where everybody is. All right, I've got 3 that have said hello. I see there are 6 in the room. Go ahead and say hi in the comments if you would. Go ahead and put in your two-word check-in. It's interesting. Hi, Soleil. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Michael. It's weird. It's making me put in a comment before it'll load the next batch. So go ahead and put in your 2 words for me. I'm going to hang out another minute, see who else joins us, and then I'm going to start to share with you. All right. Okay, welcome everybody. I'm going to take my eyes off the comments now. Go ahead and say hi if you haven't already. Go ahead and put your 2-word check-in if you haven't already, and then do whatever you need to do to bring yourself fully present with my voice, with my image on the screen, and with the circle that we are creating. And before I share the information with you, I just want us all to take a moment and just pause in silence for what's going on in Israel. The attack is just off the charts inhumane, and it's just going to escalate. And of course, we know that this kind of stuff is showing up in the end of the year, and it's just part of the dismantle. Can be very disconcerting. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But I want to take a moment of silence, and I don't want it to be, insignificant. Taking a moment of silence can have extreme, profound effect when we understand that as a drop in the infinite ocean of the one consciousness, our intention in silence to radiate and transmit love and light of the one source creator, to take this situation and move it for the highest good for all of us, is nothing short of source itself moving. So let's just do that for a moment in whatever way makes sense to you. Just take a breath in and imagine yourself beaming your light, that is your drop of source, into the collective experience that we're all feeling right now. And just transmit calm and courage and confidence to every individual that is finding themselves on either side of that intense conflict. And just imagine yourself connecting with your inner guidance. If you were confronted with that overwhelming obstacle on your obstacle course, tap in to that undeniable inner wisdom to navigate in a way that would surprise you. You tap into that in you and transmit it to them, and it will support them in that very act, whether they're conscious of it or not. And if you're having a hard time imagining what that would be like for you, think of one of the most difficult situations you've ever overcome in your life. And remember what it felt like to reach so deep inside yourself to get through it. Activate that in you and transmit that. And imagine that inner ability in you with the capacity to ramp it up 1,000-fold, 1,000-fold, your inner guidance and your inner strength and your inner wisdom coming forward to navigate you through that obstacle you thought you could never get through, but you did. Feel that. That's the power we're tapping into. And imagine, again, all together, we're just beaming that bandwidth of inner strength and inner guidance to what's going on in Israel. And now just imagine that same ripple going out to every drop in the infinite ocean in the form of nearly 9 billion humans on the planet. Beam it up, beam it out, be it, and let our drop in the infinite ocean consciously turning up our bandwidth affect the whole right now, because that's how powerful we are. It's one energy. All right, take another breath. And as you exhale, feel free to open your eyes. So what I want to talk about today is the energy update of last Saturday and the three words that we were given: calm, courage, and confidence are the three words that encapsulate the themes of the energy that's moving from inside of us. And the one I want to look at today is courage. I want you to ask yourself this question. What can you do today to tap into your courage? What can I do today? That's the question you're asking yourself. What can I do today to tap into my courage? I'll tell you if you don't know what to do to tap into your courage, an excellent springboard into your courage is taking a risk. Taking a risk is a great way to springboard into your courage. So let me ask you this. What's going on outside of you that has been calling you forward, that requires some kind of risk? What have been the thoughts that have had you hold back? What's the step you could take today to lean into taking the risk as a conscious way to activate the courage that's already inside of you? How do we know that? Because our upgraded heart chakra is absent of fear. How does that show up in our human experience? Courage. How do we access the courage? Take a risk. There's no need for courage if something is not standing in front of you that feels a little bit scary. Fear is not real. It's only happening in our mind. Fear is not our enemy. Fear is not our foe. You've heard me say it many times. If you can make friends with the fear that's showing up and stop writing stories about it in your mind that create the fears in such a physical sensation, you believe it, Fear becomes your friend when you know, oh, it's calling me into the unknown. Why? Because that's the only place I can expand into the next expanded version of myself. I've got to let the seeds that are planted inside of me, hidden in darkness, take root, sprout, and break through the ground to see the light of day and then flourish into the beauty of the blossom that's ready to show up. Fear is not our enemy, it's our friend. What can I do today to move into that level of intimacy with my fear? That's another good question. Because the energy right now that is surging on the planet, it is wanting to empower us into the next conscious awareness of our relationship to fear. Unless in this present moment you are literally in imminent danger, which is obvious in the moment, imminent danger to create bodily harm and or even death. Fear is just a story you're telling yourself in your head about something you're worried could happen in the future, either an hour from now or a day from now or a year from now or 10 years from now. It's only happening between your ears. But the stronger the story is that we're telling ourselves about what we're afraid of, the more intense the emotional impulse is in our body and the more unpleasant it becomes. But get this, worry is a form of fear that's happening up here about something in the future. The way you can courageously rewind the wasted mental energy of worry, which is just projecting yourself into a undesired outcome in some future moment, you take that same energy and you use the portal that we've been working with for 3 years now of imagination. There's a fine line between worry and imagination. Worry is still the power of imagination, imagining something horrible. Or you can imagine a desired outcome that you can take action toward right now, even if that is challenging your thought. So whatever you're worried about, I'm just going to use Joseph as an example. I'm worried my tickets are not going to sell for my show. Same with all of you that are putting together shows. Gina's got one coming up in November. Doug's got one every 2 weeks. Right? Whatever we're investing into, what we're wanting to create, I'm so afraid, or what if no one shows up or the tickets don't sell, right? That same imagination, I'm imagining they're not going to sell. Wait a minute, bring it back. What's possible today in how the universe can surprise me with the momentum around my ticket sales? What's possible for me today to promote these ticket sales and build excitement that I haven't thought of yet? See the difference? It's all right here. That brings us back to what we've been working on, becoming masters of our own thoughts, therefore becoming masters of our own emotional experience, therefore becoming masters of our energetics, and therefore becoming masters of our lives. On the obstacle course, we've been training. You're stronger than you think. You're more ready than you think. Now, when you're on the course, you've got to position yourself to courageously decide, I'm ready to leap whatever's coming my way, and make it thrilling and exciting and almost desirous. How can I position myself? These are questions I ask myself every morning. How can I position myself even more to be excited about surprising how strong I am, surprising myself. What obstacle might show up today that I am ready to traverse? Bring it. I'm so excited because that's what I signed up for and I'm ready. No worry in that. Why? Because I've been nurturing my confidence in my inner wisdom. Because I've been nurturing and growing my confidence in my inner strength. That becomes my outer strength. And so have you. And so have you. You've got plenty of evidence of it. So this week, our challenge is to really embrace the energy of courage and be on the lookout for what is showing up in my circumstances today that's requiring courage. It's not there to test you, it's there to validate you. How? Validate the messages we've been receiving. Oh, challenge. Awesome. I've got courage and confidence that I'm ready. And from that place, you're going to move forward and you're going to succeed. And then what's going to show up? A sense of calm, a sense of assurance. I'm not making this up. I'm in my flow. I'm part of the ascension process. My drop in the infinite ocean of consciousness is strengthening its bandwidth, and I've got evidence all around me, all around me. So embrace taking a risk this week. It can be a small risk, as seemingly insignificant as picking up the phone and calling a friend, say, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. You want to go out to lunch? For some of you, that's massive because you're so afraid of rejection. Pick up the phone. That's it. For others of you, it will require something that seems a little more challenging than that. It's all relevant to you. But all that courage, it's right here. All that confidence, it's right here. All that calm, all that peace that passes all understanding, it's right here. And all you got to do is this week, embrace what shows up as the possibility of taking a risk. And have fun with it. Just have fun with it. All right, that's what I got for you today, y'all. I love you tons. I'll see you on your one-on-ones this week if you have it. If not, I'll see you on next Magical Monday. Until then, be well. Love you.